We'll start with some brief opening remarks from each of our briefers before we jump into questions.
Integrity remains on a free return trajectory and is on the outbound transit towards the moon with lunar flyby day 6, which is Monday coming up. So very excited about that. As you heard yesterday, Reid, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy are now closer to the moon than they are to Earth. So I took this image yesterday. On the far left, you can see features of the moon that have never been seen by human eyes. Until yesterday, only robotic imagers have seen this region of the moon. Commander Reid Wiseman getting a view of the Earth from Integrity's window. That's quite a bit different than what he saw from the International Space Station. That's absolutely beautiful.
I'm pleased to report that the Orion spacecraft, it's in very good health, continues to operate nominally on its way to the moon, so there's no major anomalies that we're working at this time. Please report found no damage to any tiles, no major tape removals or anything, so it looked really good. We did side-by-side comparisons to Artemis I, actually looks quite a bit better than even Artemis I did at this point in the mission. A beautiful view of the inside. Most of the daytime pictures we see are really lit up, so it was nice to see the crew performing some of the other operations in the capsule.
As we just heard earlier, the moon is now closer to the crew than the Earth is, so we're really gearing up to support the flyby. When they start the flyby, they'll be able to see big chunks of the near side. That's the side that we can look up at night when they're observing the moon and be able to see that near side as well. As they get closer, they'll start to focus on that near side, far side transition. Again, the far side is the side of the moon that always faces away from our own planet. So as they get closer, they'll be able to see features that human eyes have never before seen. And then a really interesting opportunity we have for Monday's flyby is we will actually, from the vantage point of Integrity, the sun will pass behind the moon from their perspective, creating a solar eclipse from a perspective that is very, very unique to this mission. It will be a roughly 53-minute eclipse, and then they'll see sunrise where the sun pops out the other side of the moon.
I'm also curious to hear, what everyone thinks about the internet's fixation on the toilet issue.
We're flying it for the first time. Apollo didn't have that kind of technology in the vehicle, so it's always a challenge. They still have challenges on the space station with toilets. It's just a very complicated thing to accomplish.
First flight with some of the previous Dragon, Starliner, maybe.
I mean, everybody knows how important that is to us here on Earth, and it's harder to manage in space. So it's. I'm interested in, I know we're in a good state right now, but I would really like for it to be in the best state that it can be for the crew's sake.
50 years from now, what do you hope people will say this mission made possible?
I would hope that people would say that this made possible a continued presence on the moon, that we are now living and working on a regular basis on the moon in 50 years.
Lauren Grush with Bloomberg.
I'm sure people across NASA would say that the Apollo missions got them here to this agency working on this mission today, and I am just so optimistic for what this is going to do for the next generation and for the kids watching at home and the kids 50 years from now who are looking up at that sustained presence. This mission's just the first step.
Thank you all for joining us for today's briefing. We have set up a frequently asked